Hey everybody, today is a super exciting day, not just because it's a beautiful spring day, but today we are going to be smoking some bacon. So before we get to actually putting the bacon on the grill, let me rewind a week and tell you how we got to the point that we're ready to smoke. So in order to make our bacon, I started with a chunk of pork belly from one of the pigs my brother raised for us from the butcher. We just have him leave us pork belly chunks to make into our own bacon. Some curing salt #1. This is listed as optional in the ingredients, but helps make sure that the meat doesn't go bad during the curing process. Kosher salt, sugar. I also added a little pepper to ours so that we could have some peppery bacon. And I really like this book, The Ethical Meat Handbook. I have no affiliation with it whatsoever. But Meredith Lee, who wrote this book, she is super fantastic. We've had the pleasure of seeing her demo and speak twice. And she really gave us the confidence to be able to go cure meats on our own. So definitely check her out if you can. So there is a recipe in here for making bacon. And you just mix together the amounts you need, based on how much meat you have, of salt, sugar, and cure, and any other spices or flavors you would want to add. Rub that generously on thawed pork belly, or in the cookbook they actually use beef, but we use pork for traditional bacon. Really rub that in. This one's still frozen, but after it's rubbed on, you wrap it up and toss it in your fridge for about a week. After that week, it is ready to be smoked. All right, my husband, standing over there in the jeans, you only get him from the waist down, is getting ready to fire up the smoker for us to smoke our bacon. We are just using some charcoal briquettes. We don't have any fancy like apple wood for apple smoked bacon or anything like that. Although I suppose there is a dead limb on the apple tree and we could. We'll save that maybe for next time. So he's just gonna pop those briquettes up in there. Ooh, we get a view inside his grillage, smokerage. And he's a little extra, so we're gonna use a propane torch to light the charcoal. Woo!
So now we let them sit for a while. Get the smoke going. Let it build up some heat, and then we will put the water tray in, add some water, and start smoking our meat.
So as we wait for the briquettes to be ready, I'm gonna head inside and get the bacon ready to put on the smoker. Come with me. All right, so here is our meat. It is wrapped in saran wrap, but then I placed it in an old bread bag. This is actually the plastic wrap from the butcher that the frozen meat was wrapped in because we don't keep saran wrap in our house. Gotta extricate it from here. And then the next step is to rinse the meat. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Okay, the meat has been rinsed and we're back here. Our smoker is not that large, so I'm going to cut the meat into more manageable pieces. It gets a lot firmer as it is curing. You can hear those great sounds it's making as I'm slicing through it, right? There we go. So it's not nearly as floppy as if it was just raw meat. I mean, it is raw meat, but I'm gonna cut this into 4 slabs. Oh, doesn't that look like it's going to be amazing? Yes. Okay. There's 2 slabs. Slice this one in half. Put it on our tray. And now our meat is ready for the smoker. Let's take it outside.
All right, so the first thing we need to do now that we got a sustained fire is to add water to our water basin. This is going to help regulate the temperature and not cook the meat, but help smoke the meat. And we'll put our first rack in down low and stick some bacon on. And then our second rack.
Look at that smoke.
Oh,
It's gonna have a wonderful smoky flavor.
Then we're gonna put the lid on, and we want this to be about 170 to 180 degrees.
We want it to be 180.
180.
We want it to hover around 180, and we want the meat to reach an internal temperature of about 145.
So we're gonna close the vent down so that it doesn't get a lot of oxygen drawing through the smoke chamber, and that will hopefully drop that temperature down to right where we want it, and then we'll adjust the vent on the back as needed.
Super. Can we shimmy it so it's all the way on? Super. Okay, the directions in the cookbook say 30 minutes, I believe, but we do tend to smoke ours a bit longer because we enjoy the smoky flavor. So smoke to your desired smoky level. Okay, you all can't see it very well on this, but there is a crap ton of smoke coming out. Oh, you can see it a little bit. I'm gonna try to make it more visible. There we go. So there's a ton of smoke pouring out of it right now, and that will impart wonderful, delicious, smoky flavor to the bacon. Now we wait. So now that the bacon is on the smoker, let's talk about a few reasons about why you would want to smoke your own bacon. For us, for one, we know where and how the pork was raised. And so that's really important because we know it was raised ethically. I've also personally met the butcher that owns the shop where this pig was butchered, and it's a really nice facility. Second, it's really fun and rewarding to make things yourself, just like growing your own veggies or making your own kombucha. And third, for us at least, it's a more affordable way to get bacon. Bacon is pretty pricey at the store, and then you get those super thin, sad little strips. And by making our own, we get to control how thick we slice it, what flavors it has. And that really leads into my last reason, is you have more control. You get to decide what goes into your bacon, what flavor you want it to have, how smoky you want it to be, and it's really all up to you. So, yeah. Okay, so our bacon has been smoking for about 3 hours. The temperature did get a little hotter than we wanted it to, so it's a little cooked on the outside, but still wonderful and delicious. So here it is. And we are going to take this inside, fry some up, and see how it tastes. And don't forget to save the bacon grease for future cooking endeavors. It's hot, but here we go. Mmm. Smoky and delicious. Have you ever smoked your own bacon? If you have, please let me know in the comments down below. And if not, do you want to try? Can't wait to hear from all of you.